Um, and all the youngsters who are watching, the new players, we are going to cast the games 1 to 4 that were played today between SS and Fasih for the Season 4 finals of the ISI Clan tournament. The first game was on Arabia. We will start with that and try and see how things turned out as they did. All right, here we go. Arabia, SS as Aztecs, Fasih as Ethiopians, an Archer Civ versus a Meso Civ. We will assess both the civilizations quickly. We will go through their bonuses. From my memory, Aztecs um, are a civ that have the villagers carry +3 resources. So anything that you are mining, anything that you're collecting as food, stone, wood, they carry +3 each time they do that. So that's a very good bonus throughout the game. The relics from Aztecs generate 33% extra gold, which is a huge bonus. Aztec monks have higher HP and they get +5 HP for each monastery technology researched. So if you research all the technologies in monastery, an Aztec monk has an HP of 95, which is insanely strong. So one of the strongest units, one of the strongest monks in the game. Let me quickly go into the other um, bonuses for the civilization. Military units are created 11% faster, which is pretty good. You can mass archers pretty quickly. You can mass eagles pretty quickly. You start with an extra 50 gold, so your drush is all the more powerful. You could probably go for an extra militia there, so you could do like a 4 militia drush into men at arms. Jaguar warrior, the infantry, is the unique unit from the castle, which is extremely strong, very strong infantry. Unique techs from the castle. In Castle Age, you can research Atlat. I don't know how to say that. It's skirms +1 attack and +1 range, so very strong skirms in Castle Age. Garland Wars is the Imperial Age um, unique tech, which is going to give the infantry +4 attack. So if you research +4 infantry attack, your eagles, your pikes, your men-at-arms, or the line of militia is going to be extremely strong, along with the jaguar warrior from the castle. So those are the Aztec bonuses. We are going to look at the Ethiopian bonuses quickly, which is an archer civ. And there we go. Archers fire 18% faster, receive +100 gold, +100 food when they are advancing to the next stage. Pikemen upgrade is free. Shortle warriors are the infantry from the castle. Royal heirs, shortle warriors and camel units receive -3 damage from mounted units, which is good against cav archers, good against um, all kinds of other mounted units, I guess. And Torsen engines is one of the best unique techs in the game, where it increases the blast radius of the siege workshop units. So when you hit a mangonel shot, it'll take a lot more. It'll do a lot more damage to the surrounding units. Outposts +3 line of sight and cost no stone. That is one of the. I love this bonus. You pretty much get, very cheap outposts which cost only wood, and outposts are amazing to get, early vision on your opponent, and overall a very very good civ on Arabia. Ethiopians is an amazing civ on Arabia. All right. Um, from the looks of it, I'm just gonna change the color here for SS to red, just to make it easier. Um, let's see here. Fussy going up 18 pop here, 19 pop rather, with 18 villagers. He is playing as Ethiopians. He is going for deer hunting as well. I don't see much on gold, so I'm assuming here that he's going into scouts here. That's my guess. Looking at the maps quickly, there is a back gold for Fussy, and the baddies are a bit in the front, but he's on it right now, so it'll be okay. Wood lines, not the most ideal ones. It's in the front for this one. This wood line is also on the front, and this one is a bit too far off. As for SS, gold is up front a bit. Here's forward gold. The baddies are in the back, that's fine. The stone is also in the front. So, and not a very pretty wallable map here. You will have to go for some big walls here. SS trying to take down that scout, but Fussy got some hits in there. Darkish Farms from SS. He is almost imp. Sorry, imp. He's almost feudal. Fussy is in feudal now. And I'm assuming he's going for stables, is he? I don't see anybody going on stables. No, he's going for barracks with 2 villagers. His barracks is late. That's a late barracks. SS already has it up. He's trying to secure his side gold here, which is understandable because his starting gold is in the front. And Fussy is, patrolling that with his scout. Two sheep were stolen. Okay, so Fussy, I think, managed to steal two sheep from SS. Fussy is going to FC, man. That is a crazy FC with 20 pop. I mean, that is insanely fast. He's 12 minutes in and he almost has. He's just looking for that gold. He has 4 wills on gold. Hold on a second. Where is his 4 wills collecting gold? Okay, they're going there now. Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't have a market. He's gone for a stable here. So I guess he's going to produce some scouts now. Yeah, he's going to produce some scouts. It's a bit late on the scouts there, but that's fine. SS is all walled up here. And hasn't really produced any military. Fussy going for horse collar. He didn't go up that fast as fast as I expected. He will still go up pretty fast here, but I didn't expect him to go that late. Range coming up. Some scouts and some archers. Blacksmith. SS is a bit. He's pretty far away from Castle Age. He is producing some eagles now. This is the first game of the tournament's finals on Arabia. Both players are just getting the feel of things here, I guess. SS is going to lose this villager here, I guess. Yep, he lost 1 villager here. Fussy did manage to kill the scout as well, I think. Having a back gold as an archer save is a very good advantage because you can definitely make that count. So, in terms of the matchup against Ethiopians as Aztecs, Ethiopians obviously a very good archer civ. The archers fire faster. I think it's like 15% or 13%, something like that. So you don't really need to go for thumbering that early. You could just, keep the same. You see what happened here. Fasih was very close to going up to Castle Age, but he skipped that part and he went Feudal Age, military. And now he's nowhere close to going to Castle Age, whereas SS is. SS is almost, you know, there. Fasih is behind in will count as well. He took 2 villagers here. This is the second villagers he just killed. So he's harassing. SS needs a second building to go up. There is a tower up here from SS. He is expecting archers, and that makes sense. But Fasih has not produced any archers at the moment. He has 2 ranges up though. 2 wills only on gold. SS clicked up. Fasih is not even close to that yet. And here I was thinking he will go up much earlier than SS to Castle Age. But then again, if you don't have the eco, if you don't have the will count, then going up to Castle Age that early doesn't really pay off. There's nothing you can do because you don't have the resources to do anything. Two archers coming forward now. Fasih will be surprised with that timing from SS on Castle Age. SS lost his eagles, but also Fasih lost at least, I think, 3 scouts here. Yeah, he has lost 3 scouts here. He has picked off 2 wills and he has killed more military here as well. And he's getting his archer mass ready here. Does he have fletching? He does not have fletching yet. SS is already in imp, almost in imp. So now Fasih is going for some farms here. There you go. SS is already in Castle Age and he is looking to produce a lot of eagles, I think. He has 3 barracks up. He has his back gold. SS will need to TC this front gold. These are still Eagle Scouts. I think SS might want to keep them a little bit for the upgrades. He will clean up these archers though. First, he is almost there to click up to Castle Age. He does have some archers on the field, but there are eagles coming out now from SS. First, a quick weld. A bit of an awkward start as far as I'm concerned for Fasih here. He did go up very early into Feudal Age, but then I didn't see any military for a while. His stables came up, he made some scouts, but to me it was a bit late. Maybe if he went straight into stables, he could have harassed this wood line here. Or even go up. These are Eagle Warriors now. They're gonna take out a lot of archers and some villagers as well. SS is losing his eagles. I think he shouldn't be losing his eagles. He should be preserving the numbers here. These are very gold heavy eagles, but he's constantly harassing that gold. You see, if he had more eagles here, he would be. Now pull him back. Yeah, there you go. Pull him back and keep hitting that that gold there. Force Fasih to go to a different gold. I think now the knights will come up. There's a lot of stables here. Husbandry coming on. Knights are already lined up. Because he has 39 villagers, 36 villagers. SS has 39. The only thing I don't like here from SS is that he is producing equals non-stop, but he's not going for a second TC here. At least go for a second TC, maybe on the main gold, secure that position. Um, all in eagles is not a bad play. It's just that you're playing um, against a civ that has knights, and that can be problematic. So he lost that knight pretty easy. SS controlling those eagles pretty good. Denying that gold for a long time. Fasih will be forced to go and make a TC on a gold somewhere. I don't know if he knows about this gold. Just gonna do a quick fog of war here. Yeah, he knows the whole map. He has the whole map scouted. There you go. Some knights here. And some pikes are here from SS. Non-stop eagle production from SS. He's taken this fight here, and I think Fasih will lose this fight because of the pikes. That's a lot of knights lost. Fasih calls a GG. What a game on Arabia, guys. I thought, I thought SS lost this one, but this was played very well. Eagles into pikes. Yeah, the timing on the whole, the feudal age for me was a bit too early. Um, if you're going that fast into feudal age, in my opinion, you should go very fast into scouts to put pressure. If you delay that, which came in very late, the stable came in very late. The barrack was late from Fassi. And if you want to go archers, then you should definitely go at least 20 pop, 20, 21 pop. And that way you have enough res to produce a mass of archers. And if you have a mass of archers with Ethiopians, you can take out these eagles. Right now, these eagles are manageable with archers. If you have Botkin arrow in Castle Age and you have crossbow, you can manage because you have a bigger mass and you have very good archers, faster fighting archers. You can certainly deal with these eagles. Also, no walling from Fasi. He did have somewhat a wallable map, so maybe if he walled completely, it would be good. As for SS, he had to go all in here. Aztecs first game all in, 4 barracks, um, non-stop raids. The the eco KD was uh, 2 to 4, which means Fasi still had um, killed 2 villagers and lost 4. So it wasn't that bad. Yeah, he did steal 2 sheep. Yeah. um, but the barracks were late. He was in feudal age much earlier. He went 18 pop, and then he made the barracks very late, and then he made the stables very late. Um, Normally, when you're going scout production, uh, your barrack has to be up before you hit feudal age, and then right away you need to make the stables with 2 villagers to minimize that extra time in there. His feudal timing was crazy fast, but his stables came in late. Um, Even if you were walling the wood line, he was earlier in feudal. At least 2 3 scouts, he could harass you. But even then, even if he did not go like if he went, I personally think he should have gone 2021 pop into archers. Just go archers. Um, just mass the archers in feudal age. Don't attack. Um, keep your archers local. Go FC. And like I said, he had the res to go to Castle Age. Instead, he started making scouts. He had 150 gold. and he had 800 some odd food. Um, so put like 4 or 5 villagers on gold in feudal age and get double bit axe, and that's it. Start heading to castle age, and in the meantime, produce archers. And once those archers, once you hit castle age, you can convert those archers to crossbow, and they can deal with these eagles. Early on, Ethiopian archers can deal with eagles. Once the eagles become fully upgraded, then it gets tough, and once you have a big mass of them. So I think walling at home, massing the archers was the key here for me. I personally look at it this way. Scouts play, if he wanted to do that, if he absolutely had committed to it, then your barracks should be up when you hit feudal, and then you should have 2 to 3 villagers putting those stables up as quickly as possible and sending in the scouts. Doesn't matter what you harass. You can harass the villagers on berries. You can harass the villagers making barracks. You can do anything you want. Um, but I think that's where he was not sure what to do. I mean, you start thinking that okay, you're against a meso civ and you're an archer civ, and right there you lose the game mentally. But if you actually play it out, a Bodkin arrow crossbow mass is very strong against early eagles. Um, Eagles are very strong once you hit that late castle age to early imp, where you have a mass of them and you have a very high pierce armor. So, like right now, the Eagle Warrior that SS has is 3 plus 2 pierce armor. That's 5 pierce armor. And uh, the archers from Ethiopians will be easily able to defend against this. But you need a mass. You need at least 15-20 crossbow. And exactly, eagles are expensive too. Eagles are very expensive. You are food and high on gold. And especially if you don't have your forward gold, right? SS don't have his forward gold. His main gold is in the front on a hill. So he can't even TC that. He will have to TC away from it. So archers would harass that gold all day. Archers would even harass this gold all day if they come around. So again, like I said, um, in this game, SS played to the strengths of Aztecs. He played Eagles, which is the strongest unit Aztecs have. Fasih did not play the strength of Ethiopians. He played into scouts and he did not mass archers. And that was the difference. He went into knights. He saw the eagles, he panicked, he said, you know what, I'm not going to be able to counter them with the crossbow, so I will go knights. But that's the thing. Ethiopians crossbow would be able to manage against these eagles. They will manage. Make a few scorpions behind it, you will be able to manage it, but you need full walls. All right, we're going to move on to the second game now. Mm, let me see here. Yeah, look at that timing, the feudal age timing, 9 minutes and 47 seconds from Fassi. SS went into feudal age at 10:06, which means for good 13 and 6, that's 19 seconds of game time that SS couldn't build the tower. Archer mass does take a bit longer, Fuzzy, but I think that in context of this particular game, you have 2 ranges up. Yes, it does cost more to go into crossbow tech. It does, but with Ethiopians, each age up, you get 100 food, I think, and 100 wood. So you do get that extra um, res when you go up the next age. And in my experience, if you go 21 pop into feudal, you have the best eco setup to mass archers. Even if you mass like 20, 15, 20 archers, I think they will deal with these eagles. Um, and look at your feudal timing. Your feudal timing 9 minutes 47 seconds. That's you have 13 plus and SS is 10:06, which means if you went in 9 minutes 47 seconds into feudal, you could have easily Like, even if you're going for the scouts play, go for scouts play, but pump out those two scouts as early as you can. Yeah, I agree with that. I saw that. I saw that the crossbow upgrade is more expensive now, but it's only on the food. The food is more. And arbalest in the late game, um, it's negligible. You don't need thumbring with the Ethiopians because thumbring is, um, yes, I'm totally aware of it. But what I'm trying to say is, in the context of this game, if you went archers, even if you massed 15, 20 archers and saved them and walled up, I think you would have defended easily. Going scouts was okay too. It's just that you didn't pump them out soon enough. You were ahead in feudal age timing, and yeah, yeah, exactly. You have to wall up. Of course, you have to wall up. Whenever you go archers, you got to make sure you're walled up because the only thing you would die to is raids. That's exactly what happened. The eagle raids killed your. He denied your back gold because you weren't walled. So you make your archers mass. You only move out when you don't have any pressure. Yeah, that's it. The Arabia game, I definitely think that you were double-minded because I could tell you didn't have a barracks, and I was surprised you didn't have a barracks. You would usually go man at arms. You would have a barracks up before you even go up to feudal age, and then your stables came in late, and then the scouts were even late. So at that point, I would just abandon the whole scouts play. I would just switch into walling up and going archers and just defending my base. Nevertheless, uh, it wasn't. It was just you know something that, and again, SS he capitalized on that, right? He went for his eagle play. He knew he had to get to Castle Age and he had to go into eagles because he was against Ethiopians. He did exactly that. He played to the strength. He got the squires. He got the armor upgrade, and he kept harassing your back gold. So for me, I think it was a matter of playing to the strengths of the civs in this particular matchup. But I personally think that definitely Ethiopians could have taken this game from Aztecs. Um, okay, second game I have here is Valley. Okay, there we go, Valley. Let's go into that. Go to capture age. By the way, Fasi, that's exactly what I did. I didn't know what I was doing when I was playing in the tournament game. Um, that's the whole thing. That's the pressure. You don't know if you will be too predictable if you play your best strat. And I think that's a mistake I made. And I think this is the same mistake you made in Arabia. You had that. That's a crown. What is that? That's a crown, bro. That looks like the King Aragon from Lord of the Rings. I'll get you a crown. I'll get you a mouse. I'll bring it over to you in Peru. All right, here we go on the Valley game. Let's take a look at this one. We are Mongols versus Lithuanians. Mongols versus Lithuanians. To be honest, I have no idea about this map much other than the fact that there's a lot of hunt in the middle, and Mongols can really boom with that hunt in the middle. The only question is if it'll be denied or not. So SS is playing as Mongols, and Fassi is playing as Lithuanians. The key here for me personally in the late game, here's what I'm thinking, right? If I'm playing Lithuanians against Mongols, I'm thinking skirms for the Mangudais. I am thinking cavalry with that extra. Of course, the relic collection is important in this. and how to basically counter the strongest play from Mongols. The Mongols' strongest play, in my opinion, is Mangudai, which is very tough to get to. It's not easy to get to Mangudai. It's very, very hard. You need upgrades from your stables. You need upgrades from your archery range. You need upgrades from your blacksmith, of course. And then you need to collect so much stone so you can put up 3 to 4 castles to have a decent production of Mangudais. So it's a very, very tough um, it's a very, very tough unit to get to, unless you have an amazing economy. So as Mongols here, honestly, I'm thinking against Lithuanians. Definitely a scout opening. Um, into crossbows or into cavalry. I mean, cavalry on cavalry, you won't be able to fight much. It's a tough matchup for Mongols, I would say. Lithuanians are very strong early game. They start with extra food, so you could even go for an early pre-milled rush. A lot of players do that. They don't go for the mill, they go for the barracks right away and use that extra food and collect the 10 gold and make those 3 militias and go in right away. I've lost a lot of games to that in ranked. It's a super super early rush. You can harass the wood line and the batteries of the other player. So SS going for a side wood line here. I must say his map is pretty open in the front. Normally Valley would be much more valuable and Fasih's map is much more valuable. SS's map is horrible. There's a hill right on his face. And his wood line is all the way in the back. And he can't wall this. He can't wall this. He has to play aggressive on this. He has to play aggressive on this. Yeah, barracks coming up pretty early from Fasih here. He's clicked up feudal. Both players have clicked up feudal. And they're going up. So far, I don't see SS going for the hunt. Um, it would be a great bonus. He should go for that. Okay, there we go. There's a mill coming up. Mongols taking the hunt and then going into scouts would be an amazing play on this map. Barracks coming up from SS here. Forward barracks. Fasih is going into stables here, which makes sense. SS barracks are a bit late here. Unless he's going from men at arms. Not sure. The goat for SS is in the back a bit, but then again it's not voluble, so it doesn't really matter. For Fasih, it's pretty voluble here. You can just make some walls on this side, and wall to the edge of the map here, and over here as well. Very, very voluble map for Fasih here. Should be comfortable with his position. There you go, some pikes are out. Fasih is expecting some scouts play here, and he will spot this stable. SS might have to fight with Wills here. Fasih has spotted that mill. He will kill one villager. SS producing some pikes here to defend his villagers collecting the hunt. SS needs to wall this villager in to complete this barracks here. This scout might kill it again. SS going forward with more wills to collect more hunt. Fasih has produced a lot of scouts here and he's gonna probably take out more wills. SS has lost 2 wills here. But finally, not a bad trade for SS actually. He took out a lot of scouts. He lost 3 wills though. And 4. He's losing a lot of wills here. He should be fighting with the wills along with the pikes. Yeah. Finally defended from that. Fasih has a will coming forward. What is he trying to do here? Is he gonna tower this? Or is he trying to wall in that mill? Or is it a misclick? I have a feeling this is a misclick. SS's woodline is walled in. That polar villager might lose his life. He wandered off in the wrong direction. There you go. 1 will lost. Four wills lost here, a lot of pikes coming in, as Fasih will most likely lose all his scouts. That was a horrible trade for him. Both players far from Castle Age, they're fighting feudal a lot. But I would give advantage to Mongols in feudal age. Due to their hunt bonus on this map especially. It was well thought out. I don't know if you can take shorefish and drop the food in mill. Not too sure if you can do that. Just wondering. I mean, you wouldn't do that with Mongols because you collect hunt faster, so you definitely go for the hunt. SS has a lot of gold here. Maybe sell some, try to go up. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Percy, on the other hand, not even close to the castle age at the moment. He could likely sell his stone, but that would be a big loss, I would say. Archery range is up. Some archers coming out now from Fasih, still producing scouts. I think scout production is past due now. I think past this time. Scout production is, you know, not really achieving much. He has lost a lot of scouts here. He's going to lose more. First, he's losing more scouts here. He's not doing as much damage as he would like to, and you can harass these villagers collecting food for a bit, but that's just a All right, sorry about the delay there. um, Fasih is still producing scouts here. He has lost 12 scouts and maybe a couple spears there, and so has SS has lost some spears too. SS has lost 5 wills as well. So, but scouts is a big task. Like losing 12 or 10 scouts in Feudal Age is a huge loss, I think. Yeah, SS did play the civs to their perfection with the strengths and everything. He had his planned, um, he had his plans in place for all the civs he was playing. Even here, going for the hunt and making the barracks very close to the hunt to pump out the pikes when needed was the right play. He did lose 5 wills here, but he's continuing to mine that hunt. Fasih is going heavy on scouts here with some archers to kill those pikes. More scouts coming in here. The archers just passing by the pikes here. They should be able to take these out. SS is into knights. He's in Castle Age. Fasih is just clicked up into Castle Age. Cleaned up those archers pretty conveniently. And now the knights are coming forward from SS. So definitely a good play here instead of going into Magidai, and there's a hole there. So SS is in Fasih's eco. Archer goes down, pikes coming out from Fasih now to defend against these knights, but these pikes are pretty weak. They should die to the knights. These villagers going down here. SS harassing with a couple knights, trying to keep pressure on the eco of Fasih. Fasih has lost 2 villagers now. SS lost 1 knight there. Continuing with the hunt there, supporting the knight production. Monks from Mongols and not Lithuanians. So he's gonna try and deny some relics as well. SS again going on that gold. Oh, this is a tough game now for Fasih. Again, that extra commitment into scouts, losing all those scouts was really not worth it. He lost way too many scouts. I think maybe once he noticed so many spears coming out, perhaps just switch gears, go into Castle Age faster. You are Lithuanians, which means the faster you go into Castle Age, you will have definitely an advantage with your monks, because your monks will come out faster, they will walk faster, I think. And so the timing of the whole situation here, SS should be converting this. He didn't see it. If he converted 1 knight here, it would be his Lithuania is actually a very good save on this map. I just realized there's a lot of relics on this map. How many maps? How many relics do you have here? One, two, and Fuzzy has clearly. He definitely has one relic that he can 100% take, very close to his TC. He can fight for the one here. Well, this one is probably SS's relic. He can fight for this one here. He can certainly go after this one. His monks are faster. Camels from SS. That's a good choice. He has the attack on it, and the camels would counter everything that Fuzzy is producing unless he has a lot of relics here. Maybe some conversions are on the card here. Camels do convert pretty easily. They don't resist any conversions. That would be a cleanup. How come it's not converting? There you go. Convert one at least. Nope. Monk died. There was a good cleanup from Fussy. Does he have any relics yet? He doesn't have any relics. Going for another TC here. SS is producing a lot of camels now. Yeah, that's it. I mean, camels pretty much would take out anything. I don't know if Mongols get heavy camel. If they do, then that's a very good counter to a cav civ. And but provided Lithuanians don't get any relics. If they get relics, then it becomes a bit of a tough game because those relics really give a lot of power to those knights. But Fuzzy is losing a lot of military here. He is losing a lot of military here. This is GG called. This is amazing, amazing play here. For me, Lithuanians was a better civ on this map because Mongols really shine in their late game. And I personally think, my assessment, I could be wrong. Fuzzy's overcommitment in feudal age to scouts is really what set him back. He had a very good start. He had an amazing start. He could have easily walled his map again. He had a wallable map. SS did not. Very open map for SS. Um, Denying the hunt was a good move, but maybe with archers instead of scouts. Maybe 10 archers or so, and try and get to that castle age. That's where Lithuanians shine. Lithuanians' best game is early castle age with that quick monastery, the fast monks to go pick up those relics and right into knights. If you have 10 plus 3 knights here, 10 attack, 13, 13 attack knights with, let's say, you get forging and you collect 2 relics, which are on the right side of the map, that's going to be 10 plus 3. That's a 13 attack knight. That does not lose to a camel. That knight would win against a camel. I think overcommitment into scouts is what got Fussy here. His castle age got very late because of those scouts. 2 pikes, and I think he produced over 10 scouts. That's 800 gold. That's over 800 gold. Food, sorry. That's over 800 food. 10 scouts would be, yeah. And then he produced some archers, but archers is okay because you're only you're only losing wood and gold, so you're still able to time your castle age better. But this was definitely an FC map. I think this was an FC map. Wall up, go FC, get your relics in, and then start producing a lot of knights. And once you have those two or three relics with +2 armor on those knights and +2 attack, I don't think anything touches those things. I think these camels would be they would shred. Um, yeah, exactly. But SS was able to go for those monks because of his castle age timing. He went castle fast. He started producing camels. Fussy was late into castle age, and he couldn't produce. He couldn't mass those knights, and that's where it really happened. I think again that decision making, when to stop that scout production, when to move away from a fight. That's also something something that needs to be addressed here. SS wants me to check the APM. Hold on, I'll check the APM right now. Let's go down here. 144.55 aggregate, 64 to 18. The APM does not matter, bro. APM does not matter. I know. Okay, statistics. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand. It was Fuzzy is a very fast player. Eco APM is higher, military APM is higher, but APM doesn't matter. That's the thing here. You see, you could have like a 200 APM and not do the right things and lose. Um, when you watch pro players, players like Viper versus Hera, Viper is very fast, but Hera is faster, much faster. But Hera still, that best of 21, it was 10 to 11 for Hera. It was very close. Then you watch players like Doubt. Doubt is a pro player, top player. His APM is nowhere close. APMs don't matter. I don't think they matter. They are good in certain situations when you're doing some small micro with archers, skirms, you can move back and forth. That's good. But overall, I think the timings matter, the decision making matters. For example, the scout production from Fassi in this game, and the last game also the lack of archers playing as Ethiopians. I think that's what lost him the games. Both of these games he lost because of that. I mean, in this game, definitely if he went for um, you know his regular play where he goes man at arms into, for example, if he went man at arms in this one, right? He had a barracks up. If he went man at arms and he started harassing this mill and this, he would force you to go into archers or make your own men at arms. Um, exactly, APM does matter, but I think the weight, the decision making has a bigger weighing than APM. APM does not decide games. APM can win you battles, but to play and win the entire game, you need to be a better decision maker. Absolutely. So, yeah, in my opinion, in this game, if Fussy went man at arms, his usual opening, go and harass this mill, you negate the pikes, you negate the scouts. If SS will not go into scouts, he will have to either go his own man at arms or you will force him into a range. And you don't want SS to play range. You don't want range for Mongols at this point. You want a range later in the game. So once you force him into a range, then you can play your game. You can go into FC and knights. It's more like a drush FC strategy where you make a drush and then you go straight into fast castle. Men-at-arms would die to Men-at-arms would pretty much take out scouts. Men-at-arms are pretty strong against scouts with upgrades. If you have upgrades on both of them, if you have scouts with upgrades and you have men-at-arms, men-at-arms would win. Um, Not in feudal age though. Let me take a look. Yeah, they have 30 plus 30 hit points. Light cavalry, hussars, and steep lancers. So scouts are no good. The Mongol scouts don't have the plus 30 hit points. It's 30% hit point for light cav, hussar, and steep lancer. So it will only come into play when you go light cav in castle age. In feudal age, when you're playing scouts, the men at arms would kill those scouts. uh, they would definitely win against that. But yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. Like, um, yeah, I mean, Mongols, um, Mongol scouts in feudal age don't have that bonus, don't have the 30% hit points. They only have it in castle age with light cav, hussar, and steep lancer. So it doesn't matter. In feudal age, you can play men at arms with upgrades, and they will be able to take that fight against the scouts. No problem. You go men at arms, and then you tack straight into castle age instead of producing more scouts. I understand why you produce scouts. You produce scouts to sort of counter assesses monks. If he's going to go for monks and try to contest the relics, then I understand you making the scouts. But you lost a lot of scouts though. You lost over 10 scouts. So if you don't produce those scouts instead, and you go FC, and in FC you go, you know, straight for the relics, you will have a faster monastery, and your monks will be faster. That's the bonus for Lithuanians. Let me just double check that. As far as I remember, that is the case with Lithuanians. Uh, okay, so each town center provides 100 food. Spearman line and skirmishes move 10% faster. Each garrison relic gives this. Lightest. Monasteries work 20% faster. There you go. So your monk production is faster as Lithuanians. Your monks will come out 20% faster. So if you go FC, and then you definitely win that race with against Mongols, the relic thing. Um, so just a learning, a thought process, something that you can take away from this game. The multiple things that I would say, I would notice. You go men at arms, or even go Drush. Just go Drush. You know he's gonna go mill the hunt. He's playing Mongols. For sure, he's gonna go mill the hunt. So you pressure with your Drush, and if he brings scouts in feudal age, I don't think that's gonna matter. You can throw in a spear with those men at arms, and you'll be fine. And behind that, you go FC. You go FC, you get your relics, you play to the strength of your civ. And feudal age, one-on-one scout war with Mongols doesn't really matter. I mean, you will even out, you will break even. You're not playing to the strength. Um, yeah, for SS is the same thing. Um, his play to me was good in a sense that he saw that the scouts were coming, so he was basically just countering you. He wasn't going into something. He was only countering you. When he saw the scouts, he made spears. When he saw knights and the light cav coming out, he started attacking with camels. He was only countering your strat. And since you were not doing your best strat, you lost to it. And that's what I make of it, anyways. All right, let's hop into the next game here. Let me see here. The third game was Mega Random, right? Is that right? That was Mega Random. Yeah, it was Mega Random, and then they played Mountain Rage. Let's head into Mega Random. Switch over to Capture Age. Here we are. So we are Saracens versus Britons. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Mega Random, this one looks like hmm, really weird map. There is fish in the middle. It's like a golden swamp with a touch of with a touch of nomad because you have all the wood like land nomad. So it's like a mixture of land nomad and golden swamp with the middle being the water. So Saracens is not a bad choice on a water map. Their fish have a bonus because they're a camel and a naval civilization. So just for our knowledge here, and just for any of the young players who might be watching, the Saracens bonuses are as follows. It's a camel and naval civilization. Market trade cost only 5%. So if you're in a team game, that's a very good bonus. Market also costs less 100 wood. So when you make a market, it costs you only 75. Transport ships 2 times the hit points. So the transport ships from Saracens are very strong and they carry twice as many um, passengers with them. Galleys attack 25% faster, so their galleys are very strong. They can fight off the fire ships in a very effective way. Camel units are plus 10 hit points. Mamluk is a camel rider unit that has a ranged melee attack, so very good against infantry play. They do die to archers, but they will kill all the infantry. And very good against cavalry also, actually. They're very good against that. Um, Unique decks, Zealotry. Zealotry is a unique deck for Saracens with plus 20 hit points. Counterweights, Trebuchets, and Mangonel line have plus 15 attack. Wow, that is good, man. I didn't know that. But that's only in Imp. So you have to go Siege Onager, and that would be effective. That would be very effective. Foot archers have plus 2 attack versus buildings. I love that. These archers, if you upgrade them to Arbalest, they will go through stone walls and stone gates like no problem, you know. Very, very strong. So, for all the players who are yet to play Saracens and don't play Saracens, um, their market is very effective. You use their market to trade off your res, which only costs you, um, you know, 5%, which is nothing compared to some of the other stuff that you sell. Um, SS did lose a will somewhere. I don't know where exactly. I have a feeling probably getting the boar in. All right. Um, so I was explaining the Saracen bonuses, which are pretty good actually. And Saracens have one of the best camels, I think. Hindustani camel is good, like Imperial camel. But I think if you go full Zealotry plus 10 hit points and then plus 20% hit points on Saracen camel, I think that thing shreds anything. That camel is so strong. Um, Mamluk is strong, so you get extra hit points on them. Now let's look at Britons. One of my favorite civs here. Love playing Britons. It's a very, very smooth civ. Just going through their bonuses. Um, Town centers cost 50% wood starting in Castle Age, so that again a boomy civ where you can, you know, put 3 TCs no problem in Castle Age. Put 2 TCs no problem. Foot archers accept skirmishes plus 1 range in Castle Age and um, Imperial Age, so plus 2 total range. Overall, shepherds were 25% faster. These are the sheep collectors. Longbowmen, a very heavy duty archer with a long range. Geomen plus 1 foot archer range and plus 2 tower attack. So once you hit Castle Age, you can research Geomen, and that gives you Warwolf trebuchets do blast damage. That's a very good tech as well. And archery ranges work 10% faster. That is my favorite bonus because I love to mass feudal archers and I really enjoy playing Britons for that reason. You can produce 20 archers, 25 archers within no time. Just, you know, amazing um, Amazing bonus. Yeah, we will put SS back into red. I don't know why he was playing black there. Normally he would play like teal and stuff, but maybe this is a capture-ish thing. Um, Early dock from Fasih. I see that. No fishing ships. There are fishing ships, 3 of them, while we were going through the team bonuses. Backwood line, secure for SS. Wait a second. Why is SS not going for this wood line here? Let's see, milling the deer here. So if you talk about the matchup here, Britons versus Saracens, I would probably say on this match, on this map actually, I would say that Saracens has an advantage. But if I were to pick a civ on, let's say, a land map like an Arabia map, I would definitely pick Britons over Saracens. The long range archers, the slow push from Britons is so strong on the land map. I do see that SS has not gone for fishing, and I think that is what is going to cause some problems for him. There's a lot of fish here. 225, 225. There's a lot of fish he's missing out on. Yeah, this is Dorado fish, 225 each. This is deep sea fish. Scout fight going on over here. SS might lose this one. No, he doesn't. He wins. That was weird. I think the first hit got in from SS, that's why. 2 spears out and a scout. Already has towered his wood line. The most precious resource in feudal age is wood. For any youngsters who might be watching, feudal age, the most important res is the wood. Sometimes I have lost games on rank ladder because I lost my wood lines to archers and I just GG'd because there was no way I could do anything. I couldn't make a building, I couldn't make a house, I couldn't do anything. So saving your wood line is extremely important, and in all the games so far that I've seen, SS has managed to save his wood line. Wall it up. In this case, he preemptively towered it, expecting archers to come forward. Scouts will be coming forward actually. Both players are producing scouts here. I mean, I understand that Saracens have better fish, like the galleys are stronger and everything, but still, I don't know why SS didn't fish. He should have fished. He should make a dock. At least contest it somewhat. But I see that there was no contest here for the fish. I mean, it's a swamp, right? So if you can't fight in the front, make a dock in the back and just do fish traps afterwards. Yeah, the galley is out. No, it's too late. I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you don't expect it, it's a different thing. I mean, it's but still, I think Britons are not a bad civ on this map. You just gotta contest the fish somewhat. You would lose it eventually because the thing is, his galleys are stronger. They have more hit points, so you would eventually lose that battle. This is a 120 HP galley. There's no way you're winning against this. You have to produce a lot of fire ships. So it wasn't even a bad choice to probably not go fishing because eventually you will lose and you will waste a lot of res on fighting for water. But I think just to engage him a little bit on this front wouldn't be a bad idea. Anyhow, scouts opening from SS. 33 to 33 population. Fasih is already heading up into Castle Age here. SS is nowhere close to clicking up right now. Absolutely, Romans would have been nice on this map. I think Romans get very good navy too. Britons would have been better maybe on a more land map if it got to that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can totally understand that. And Britons are a civ that are very tempting to go for that scout play because of your early smooth eco in the Dark Age. You have plenty of food. And I can see why you would go into that. You know, it's very, very tempting. They have a very good eco. But in this play, losing the fish eco, the free food pretty much, you know, is a big deal eventually. Yeah, I don't see any ranges, no archers. Knights are here from Fasih. Started to harass the eco. Yeah, I can see why Saracens are very strong on this map. But also, I mean, you have limited gold here. You don't have a lot of gold on this map either. You have 1, 2. That's the main gold. So you have that. I mean, you have a decent amount of gold, I guess, but not as much as I would like to see. You know, on a map like this where you have this is more like a team game map. So, not a late game map. And guess what? There are no relics on this map. Holy shit, there's no relics on this map. This map is horrible. I don't like this map. I don't like this map at all. There's no relics. There's only 1, 2, 3 piles of golds. Not much stone. You know what would be a good save on this map? Byzantines. Cheap trash. That's what you need on this match. Yeah, there's not a lot of gold. There's not a lot of stone here. Definitely Byzantines would be a nice play on this. You need a lot of trash units for the late game. There's an army going there to end this civilization. And there's another army here. Both players attacking each other to gain advantage. SS has lost 3 villagers. So far, Fasih has not lost a single villager. SS is trying to take down these knocks. There were some galleys around here. Where did they go? Where are Fasih's galleys? Hold on a second. Did he lose them? Byzantine was banned. There are the galleys. They're too far. Byzantine was banned, and rightly so. Otherwise, the Byzantine was the civ for this match, for this one. Demos. Wow. Oh boy. Let me reverse that a little bit. I'm gonna back. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Yeah, yeah. I backed up. So he went. He went for demolition rafts. Oh, there you go. That is so sweet. Was there another one? Oh no, he took out everything. I remember in one of the four-leg games, Fussy had demoed my archers. I wasn't paying attention and I went back to them and then they were all gone. I was trying to take out his dock exactly like that and he demoed the crap out of them. Okay, so SS is ahead in this game right now. I don't know how he loses this. Britons are not a bad save against Saracens, as we said. The only thing is SS has to go into his best unit, which is the archers, which I don't see a single one of. There's no archery range. Why? Why is there no archery range here? Fuzzy playing to the strengths of his civ, going FC, fishing, and SS right now playing pikes only, um, but not his best unit. He's going MMA, sorry, MAA, men at arms. Now it's swordsman. Yeah, with Britons, um, it's tough to do that kind of a fast all-in winning thing. You really need to play like a grinding game with archers positioning a castle, launching your attack from there, getting into trebs, and then slow pushing down the civ. That's what I find most effective with Britons. You know, I don't even feel that bad that you didn't fight water, because if SS fought water, you will definitely lose it. Those galleys are 120 HP. Very strong galleys. 38 wills to 61. Big eco difference. Big, huge eco difference. Cav archers coming out now. Very good cav archers for Saracens as well. They get Parathin tactics. They get heavy cav archer. Here he loses the first three cav archers. Plus these villagers are going forward for a gold on SS is down. That's not a bad idea. Take that gold first and then go after yours. So those galleys will die to men-at-arms as they went on the swamp area. Fussy losing a lot of knights. These villagers are walking somewhere. Is he trying to go around to do a castle drop? No, he is not. He doesn't have the stone. He's probably going for a TC. These vills are pretty idle here. Fasih has a lot of idle TC time here, 36 minutes. And a lot of idle eco time as well, close to 2 hours. These vills are just standing there. I think this was a misclick maybe. Okay, now they're moving. Yeah, of course. I mean, due to the pressure. Yeah, I can see that. Knights coming from SS, but I don't think Britons get bloodlines. So these knights would be weaker. Yeah, just 100 HP. There's a lot of pikes and knights coming in here, harassing the wood line. Vills are falling. Fasih has lost 7 vills now. KD is still a bit in favor of Fasih, but he did lose more vills now. 3 more vills than SS. Ooh, forward castle, I missed this one, but here it is. Forward castle is up. Some Mamelukes coming out now. Best unit to counter any infantry, and even some cavalry to an extent. $74 to 39 vills. The eco difference is huge. Siege workshop now. But this is where you should tech into archers. You will take out these Mamelukes with ease. Pikes and archers. Yeah, because you didn't mass from feudal age, that's why. You didn't make any archers from feudal age. That's why you couldn't really tech into crossbow. Yeah, eco difference was huge. 52 to 74 villagers, even though he lost... Whoa. Now I see the economy. You lost 18 vills, man. SS lost 18 vills. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, you killed 19 wills. I was wondering where you lost 19 wills. So that means even after losing 19 wills, he was at like 76 wills. One to bore. That's it. Range is coming up now. It's trying to take out those rams. Yeah, so, Fasih has a much better eco with the fish eco and everything. He collected a lot more food. A lot of siege workshops going up now. Crossbows going towards Fasih's base from SS. Mamelukes with that infinite supply of knives. A lot of Mamelukes here. Not enough archers there for sure. SS making a bit of a pushback here with some crossbows. Doesn't have a lot of them, but still Mamelukes are not bad against crossbows either. Yeah, no more forward pressure from SS. Rams coming in from Fasih. He's lost a lot of Mamelukes here though. Maybe if SS had those pikes still, he could counter these rams with it. Fasih's in imp. Is he going for cap ram? No, still producing battering rams. There are a few archers here. I mean, these archers are pretty strong against Mamelukes. But they will have a tough time taking out these rams. SS would need some pikes here if he wants to push this one back. He is killing a lot of wills forward. Plus he has lost 27 wills here. SS doesn't have more barracks. He had a lot of barracks before, but now he's lost two of his barracks. He's might gonna lose another one here. So Pike's production will be tough. Fasih coming with a mangonel now to counter the archers. SS fighting with the wills right now to defend against this. Fussy doesn't really have an army on the field right now. He does have the Rams, but he doesn't really have an army. He's producing knights now and mangonels. He needs to save those Rams. Manages to save 3 of them. That was a lot of damage done though. Ooh, those archers. That's a good shot. SS needs to get out of the way. A lot of archers being lost here. Oof, those are good shots, man. Those mangonels. This mangonel has 9 kills. This mangonel has 18 kills. It's 927 archers at least. Defensive castle coming up. Fussy is in Imp, so he could definitely produce a couple traps to take this down. SS is not clicked up and he's not even close to Imp right now, so it'll be a tough defense here. Talking 114 wills to 66 as well. That's twice the economy. Production buildings going down. Fussy killing some of his own knights with his mangonels or what? No, is the tower firing. Yeah, that's the trap is going out now. That will take care of the castle. Yeah, at this point I think it's GG. I don't see a way back for SS at this point because he's out of gold. His gold here and here is under the castle. He doesn't have any access to the gold. He has to sell a lot of his res to buy and still trying to take out that trap. The mangoes are down. SS comes here to hit the trap. Cap Ram coming in now. Cap Ram is a stronger. GG called. Well played. 152 to 56 APM. Yeah, I can tell you were just trying to play it longer, so he had to put an effort to win. Well, pretty evident here. Britain's overall on this map would definitely be lackluster. There's not enough gold for them to produce the archers either. So definitely a more favorable matchup for Saracens with their market and their naval strength. But nevertheless, a good fight from SS for sure. All right, we'll go into the next game now. Mountain Race is the next game. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back in 1 minute to cast this one. All right, here we are for the fourth game. We have the Mountain Ridge. It's Incas versus Slavs. Let's see how this plays out. Incas versus Slav on Mountain Ridge. So Mountain Ridge is obviously related to a mountain in the middle. A lot of hunt, a lot of gold, stone in the middle. You start with your usual sheep, boars. However, I don't see a berries. So you don't have a berries on this map. I haven't seen this map in the past, so I don't know. And I only see one boar. So only one boar, no berries, but you have a lot of hunt close to your TC and you have a lot of hunt in the middle on the mountain. I think we used to play this back in the day with teams. I remember playing this. We had to go castle in the middle on the mountain, control the resources in the middle. I think I remember this one. We used to play a lot of it on team games back in the day when we were still playing like um, no vices. We were not really that much used to it. I remember it was a very long team game we had, and we were playing Mountain Ridge in that game. All right, let's take a look at it. We saw the map, so it's only one boar, a lot of hunt um, in the middle. Let's take a look at the save bonuses here. We have Incas for SS, and we have Fasih as Slavs. Um, just change the color here quickly. There you go. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Incas. So Incas definitely a very, very good civilization. Um, a lot of people are saying is probably the best civilization right now after the last patch. Military units cost 15% less in Dark Age, 20% less in Feudal, 25% less in Castle, and 30% less in Imperial. This is a huge bonus for military units. Villages are affected by blacksmith upgrades starting in the Castle Age. This is an older bonus, so your villages are very strong in the late game. So the raids and everything that come in normally for Hussar and all that um, would not be that effective against these villagers. Houses support 10 population. That's again a very good bonus because you don't need to make as many houses early on. You can save that wood early. Remember, in early game, wood is one of the most important resource. Buildings cost minus 15% stone, so obviously your towers are cheaper. Your town centers are low on stone, so you can create the odd tower on your gold, on your wood line, and still be safe to make a couple TCs in Castle Age. Unique units: Kamyuk infantry, slinger, archer. Kamyuk very strong against cavalry and against infantry, very very strong. Slinger, which is more like an archer, is very strong against any infantry. Indian sling, skirms and slingers, no minimum range, so that's pretty good actually, because skirmishers normally would not be able to attack you if you're up close to them. Slingers have +1 attack. Fabric shields, Kamyuk, slingers, eagles, +1, +2 pierce armor. This is an amazing bonus, I think, for late game. Your eagles are so strong with +2 pierce armor. You already have such a huge pierce armor, but with with +2 pierce armor late game, unbelievable. Of course, you start with a free llama, so that's an extra 100 food for you. You can tack into men at arms and all. Quickly moving on here into Slavs. Farmers work 10% faster, which is a great bonus if you're playing scouts. Supplies and gambesons are free. That's amazing, actually. I didn't know about this. Supplies, of course, your food cost is way lower to produce men at arms and champions. Gambesons add an extra pierce armor and an extra melee armor to your infantry, your militia line. Siege workshop units are 15% cheaper. This is again a very, very good Castle Age um, bonus. Your scorpions are cheaper, Monks are moving 20% faster, so you can go get those relics quicker than the other civilization. Boyar, a very strong cavalry unit, very hard to beat. I think only is defeated by archers. Let's look at this. Datinets replaces 40% of castles and towers stone cost with wood. I mean, this deck is, you make one castle, you research this, and then you make the other castles. So it's okay, but it's not, I don't know if it's very usable. You have to, if you're going heavy on boyars and you want to make a lot of castles, then maybe it's useful. What is this? Drozina. Infantry damage adjacent units. So another good uh, civilization bonus for the late game. Military buildings provide +5 population room. It's okay. It's okay. It's not. I mean, you do save on the houses again, just like Incas, and you save that um, early wood. Go back to the game again. We have Slavs for Fasih, and SS is playing as Incas. I do see here there was a villager kill by SS. Woo. Fasih lost a villager. Probably to the scout, I would imagine. Barracks coming up now, but SS is, sorry, Fasih is already into a drush here with the 3 militia. SS is milling the water. It's collecting shorefish. Incas, shorefish, I don't think they have a bonus. I think Dravidians have a bonus of collecting faster shorefish. But regardless, at least you have this versus the mill. Fasih is forward with his mill. He's milling the deer in the middle. And on the side of his TC, he's already clicked up to feudal age with 23 population or 19 wills. SS is 22 wills, not into the feudal. SS is already in the feudal with the 22 wills. Barracks are up. Eagles coming out now. Yeah, 50 gold only. Yeah, but you don't need to go eagles with these guys. Against Slavs, I think the best play you have is the archers. Maybe you should play archers on this. But again, there's not enough gold here, so I would still play a bit of archers instead of eagles. Because Slavs have a very good infantry. They get supplies for free, and they get gambesons for free, which means they have extra armor. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, your gold is in the front. The side and the front, your gold is denied. Yeah, this map is more favorable for Fasih as well. He has back golds, 2 back golds. And one of them he's already taking in the front, and then he has 2 in the back. Yeah, it's a tough match. It's a tough map. Going for market now. Yeah, yeah. This map for SS is a bit of a tough one. Fasih could probably head for this TC too, since there's no villagers here to garrison. Yeah, Fasih gets camp sense for free, so he has the +1 armor. SS also has +1 armor and +1 attack now, so he should be winning this fight here now. So he's gonna take this fight on the hill. SS doesn't want it. Both players are not going for the Casclage at the moment. Fighting in feudal. Some heavy fighting in feudal. Ooh, I wouldn't take this fight with eagles. Eagles would die to men-at-arms, won't they? Yeah, that's a bad fight for SS. Should be fighting with his men-at-arms here. Yep. Yeah, a lot of gold and stone in the back of Fuss's base, but his woodlines are in the front. SS does have a lot of woodlines in the back, along with shorefish. For Fussy, the shorefish is a bit further away, but then again, he's closer to the mountain ridge, so he has more early access to the hunt on the top of the mountain, and also the gold on the mountain. Quick walling SS. Eagles are trying to take out these villagers, but Fussy will save them. Yeah. More eagles going forward now. This court can be harassed. Ooh, that's A lot of man-at-arms here. SS has lost 4 villagers. The kill to death is pretty even actually, but the eco loss is higher for SS by 3 villagers, which is not bad. I mean, considering the amount of pressure that's coming. Some eagles in the town of Fasih now, but again, these are scout eagles, so they will die to castle to TC fire. They'll need those upgrades right away too. Men-at-arms are here now. TC going up for Fasih now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean he's in. Yeah, Fasih is in Castle Age. The will count is more for SS, 39 to 34 after losing 4 villagers. And more men-at-arms are going forward now from SS from the side. There are eagles taking a fight here. They might be okay on this fight actually. Oh, SS bails. Runs away with some of them. There's a knight involved as well. Alright. Yeah, it's unlucky that you don't have any stone either. Like I was thinking if Slav's best play would be cavalry here because of their food. Their farmers working 10% faster. I think their knights would be great. It's just that you don't have any stone to produce cameos either. You have to play with trash here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Having no stone in nearby your base is a harsh one. Yeah, boyars are very strong against melee. Any kind of even halberdiers don't kill them because once you kill a boyar, it becomes a man-at-arm. No, actually that's Conyx, but still boyars are very strong. They have a very high melee armor. Forward castle coming in from Fasih to secure the stone and gold on the side. Yeah, this mountain ridge is not. I'm not a big fan of this map because you really have to capture the front, the mountain, and you don't have any stone in your base. This is not a very balanced map here because the player who gets to stone first is able to put a mountain castle. I mean, the only play I could think here is maybe go FC and put a TC on the mountain for SS. That's the only way you could be able to get some of those resources, but even that is very tough against a castle. Yeah, eco damage is 2 to 4. KD is 32 to 34, so pretty even game here. Absolutely, I agree with that. Pretty even game. The score is pretty even as well. The difference maker would be this castle on the hill, on the mountain rather. I think maybe tech into some archer units here would have helped against boyars. Because Incas do get full arbalest. You know, Fussy has three TCs up, so the Eagle raids are going to be somewhat effective, idling the eco, but they won't be able to do a lot of fill damage here. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. Like if you don't have the stone, how do you actually go and counter this play, right? You don't have any stone. Your only stone is in the front. That will give you one castle. First, he has two castles now, so he's producing out of both castles the boyars. Very, very strong unit, +1 armor, +1 attack. It's a library here, yeah, university. What is he researching with the university, I wonder? Maybe just adding more HP to his castles. Probably murder holes. That is a bad fight for the boyars, I think. Down the hill. Fighting so many pikes and eagles and men-at-arms. Those are very strong units though, those boyars. Siege workshops coming up. Monastery up from SS. SS has gone in to try and take this castle down. Fasih is trying to fight with boyars, but these boyars should go down. I mean, there's a lot of numbers here. Oof, that is a big cleanup, man. That is a big cleanup with the boyars. Yeah, maybe I think you should have bought the stone to make a castle. I think that was the right play here. Maybe castle the front here. Yeah, they took down that military, no problem, man. That was a good cleanup here by the boyars. Yeah, Inca's unique unit might be able to do some damage to these guys, but still, I mean, they already have 4 melee armor, and I think Inca's unique unit, the cameo, they do melee damage. So it's tough to say. I mean, depends on the mass too, right? Fussy didn't really have a big mass yet. If he had like 20-25 boyars, I think that would just end the game. He was fighting with 8, 10 boyars at a time. So if he made like 20-25 of these, that would pretty much end the game right there. Yeah, right now they have +1, which they upgraded to, but their base melee armor is 4, which is a lot. '77 was to '37. That is another um, low eco from SS. I think if you, I think if you can correct that part of your game, where you constantly produce villagers regardless of what's going on the map, I think you will be even, a crazier player. I think your gameplay will become next level if you can manage to get that, that will count a bit more up. Maybe, around this time, maybe around 50, 60 wills would be very good. You're in Castle Age, you're fighting as well, but I think you're behind by at least 10 to 15 wills. Try to keep on expanding your eco, and that would really put a new dimension to your game, because this pressure that you're creating with all the pikes and all the eagles is very good. I mean, it's keeping Fasih at bay. He's not able to give you that final push that he wants to give you because of these little raids. And you can do much better with this if you have a better eco. You can constantly produce and raid his eco non-stop, And I think to win against Fasih also, I mean, you need to consistently do this. You need to consistently raid him, keep him occupied, and not let him have the freedom to mass his army that he wants to raid you. Um, so that's also part of the reason why um, SS is able to um, keep this game going despite the will difference. SS walks into the castle fire here. Yeah, just because of the will difference, I think this game is ending a bit early. But if you have the economy to push with, mind you, even skirms won't be bad against this. Even if you produce skirms, late game skirms for Incas are pretty good. Their bonus is +1 attack on the skirms. Yeah, bad map is it's part of the reason why you didn't have a good castle age here. But I think if you keep on producing the villagers and keep on producing pikes and skirms, maybe you can hold him off for a bit more. But yeah, clearly, I mean, that first castle on the mountain was pretty much, or maybe you should have bought the castle. Buy the castle and castle this side of the map, maybe. Put a castle here. Mine this golden stone in the meantime. Try to build some sort of a counter attack. Yeah, Fasih is pushing forward constantly. Yeah, this is pretty GG here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good games though. Very good games. Just to recap, I think Arabia game, uh, Fasih, I think played a bit awkward with the feudal age timing and going into scouts instead of archers, and that opening, was exploited very well. Um, the second game was, just go back to the games here quickly to refresh my memory. That's it. And the second game, Mongols versus Lithuanians. Again, I think Fassi had a very good map. He didn't wall it entirely, and then he stayed in feudal age way too long with his scouts. His strength was to go into castle age as fast as he could, collect the relics, make knights. Um, SS played amazing in that game. He went for the hunt in the middle. He defended with pikes, and after that switched into camels to deny the relics and take away the 14th of August, exactly, fourth championship. Uh, very well played from SS. Um, number three game, Britons versus Saracens. I mean, Britons were going to lose on that map. That map was horrible for Britons. There was not enough gold on it to produce archers long term. And then the fish eco was, all with Saracens on that map. And, it was played very well from Facido. He managed to get a forward castle, take away the gold from SS, and deny the eco. This last game, I think a bit unlucky in terms of the map generation for SS. Not many options. He had to buy a castle to go forward on that mountain as early as possible. He held on until Castle Age very well. But I think that there are a couple takeaways here. SS won fair and square and did very well. Fussy played well as well. And the first Arabia lost. Um, I give that to Fussy's own mistake, I would say. Um, that game was definitely his. If he played to the strengths of his civilization, Ethiopians played archers. Um, um, Takeaway from this for SS would be to balance his economy. I think he really stops making villagers very early, and that affects his some of the games that SS could swing, like this Incas versus Slav. I think it's bad luck with the map generation, but at the same time, I think if he um, kept on producing his villagers and kept on harassing the eco with eagles and with um, pikes, um, he could make it a bit tough for Fuzzy to go forward that early. Buy a castle on the mountain, maybe, with your gold, and try and defend that position. Um, in any case, well played from Fuzzy and Shujat. In fact, well played by all the players in this tournament. It was great um, to have everybody on board, play a lot of Age of Empires. Hopefully, everybody will come back next year with a better gameplay. And congrats again to SS for his fourth straight title of this ISI Clan Age of Empires tournament. He has won a gaming mouse, the G502X, which I will deliver to him. Take care, guys. Good night.